Hi Libra, this will be your video for late April, so it's the 22nd today, so going all the way through the rest of April into May. And first we will look at love, and then after that we will look at single Libras, and then after that we will look at money and career and things like that. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to look at love first. Man, that Scorpio card keeps showing up, so this could be for like an early or a late Libra, that's possible, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But I was shuffling before, I turned on the camera and I just kept seeing it like over and over. So let's see. Or there could be a profound change in the relationship. That could be too for some of you. We'll see what the cards say. We're going to take a look at who you are dealing with in love first. See what their perspective is. For Libras, please. Show me messages for how Libra's partner in love is. Where are they at right now? Okay, wow. That was quick. All right. Okay. Oh, one card kind of went askew, so let's see what that is. The 10 of coin. Okay, so this could have something to do with a marriage, possibly, or just future stability. So let's see. Yeah, I've got the Hierophant card, so definitely something to do with marriage. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Lovers. Okay, interesting. And a choice. All right, so Libras, you could be dealing with someone who is married, and they may, possibly, for some of you, they could be going through possibly a divorce, maybe. We do have the Lovers card here, so, if that would be then you, like your role in that, that's possible. Or this could just have something to do with the marriage in general. We do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups coming in, and the Four of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, which can indicate to me proposals, buying a home together or moving in together. I'm going to put this Ten of Pentacles back in the deck. Let's put down your cards and let's kind of see how this plays out here. So the King of Swords not necessarily has to indicate like divorces and things. This could be who you are dealing with. Maybe he's being very strategic at this time and he has a choice to make. Okay, so about like whether to just maintain being in the love, like having you just as a love relationship of some sort, or committing higher and making this official. That could be too. So let's see. Let's put down your cards for Libra. Show me where Libra is at in this situation, please. Where is Libra? Where is Libra in all this? Okay. High Priestess, nice. Okay, Ace of Cups, whoa. Two of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, so this is a card. This is very clear. So it's the other thing that I said. So this is won't resonate with everyone, but if you are involved with someone and it's a good, healthy relationship and all those types of things, this may be moving forward to the next step. Is what I see. This is very difficult for this person, though. I'm gonna say that, and it's not because like of a lack of love for you or anything like that. It's because they are very practical. They are very maybe even a bit traditional in some ways, but yet they're not. Like they're like a split personality. It's like inwardly. They are traditional. They're a little old-fashioned, and they're a little bit pragmatic and cerebral when it comes to love and things like that. But outwardly, they're kind of like a split personality, because it's like they have the Fool card and the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. So I mean, they could be a Gemini because we have the King of Swords here that you are dealing with. That's possible, but it's definitely that energy of Gemini, which is sort of being pulled in two directions, because the Fool card is somebody who wants to go and relive their youth and go do fun things, well, when in a mature person's read, and that it doesn't always mean that. So that's not like a typical tarot meaning or anything, but it's like, that's the sense I get. It's like part of them wants to go and, be like the perpetual youthful person and just keep things like at a physical level and all that. But the inward part of them is kind of telling them, that they do have an appreciation for tradition, for for settling down, for taking things to the next stage and all that kind of deal. And you have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, so you, Libra, have more than enough love to handle this situation. You know, it's like, I feel like, you know, that this is a very strong connection for you. You know, and you have the Chariot card. I feel like this is probably moving in together, probably buying a home together. If it's not like proposing and getting married, which it seems to be, but if it's not, then it's at the very least, I feel like taking things to the next level. Probably you moving in with them is most likely what is going on here. This may not have happened yet. This may be something that's coming. So, you know, you might be going, what? You know, but this may be something that is happening soon. But I feel like you're not going, what? Because you have the High Priestess, which, you know, she's very intuitive and kind of knows things. But the High Priestess also can be like a secret, like, you know, kind of finally coming to light or something being revealed. You know, so, you know, maybe it's you, Libra. Maybe you reveal, you know, all this love that you have for this person. So that could be too. And you want to move forward with them. But either way, like, I feel like it's moving things to the next level. And, you know, it feels right for you. Now, on the rare instance that, like, the first thing I said was more accurate, where this person is married, okay, but you have, like, fallen crazy, like head over heels for this person, I think intuitively you know kind of what you're getting into, you know, but you probably can't help it. I mean, with the Ace of Cups and Two of Cups, you know, it's like that's like some major feelings for this person. You know, that's like, it's not like you just say, oh well, they're married. You know, I'll stay away. You know, I mean, when you have like feelings like that, that's going to be very difficult for someone to do. Even the most highest, you know, a person. I mean, without at least like kind of, you know, you might not want to get involved. You know, like if you have like high standard or morals, or you know, you don't want to interfere with someone's marriage or something, but you have like all these overwhelming feelings for them. Then it's like you still might kind of listen to yourself about that, but there's still like some aspect where you're going to put yourself out there, you know, no matter what. It is what I feel. So that one I feel a little danger with, though. I'm going to be honest. So I feel like there could be some disappointments down the road with that. Not for everybody, but for some of you, if that's the case. But for most of you, I feel like this is just moving forward into a relationship. I feel like your person has finally sort of matured, you know, with the relationship, and sees that it's like it can't stay this way forever. You know, it can't stay in the Fool card energy of excitement and wonderment and in and out energy, and you know, and in and out energy, you know, forever. You know, it's kind of got to, you know, they see that you are needing like kind of a little bit more tradition, or they are feeling that, one or the other. Or both, you know, that this needs to kind of move to a newer level, you know. So, so it looks good for most part. All right, so let's look at single Libras. Single Libras. Single Libras. All right, full card, nice. There's that Scorpio card again. High Priestess and Scorpio card wanting to show up, and Fool card. I've seen that one a lot too. All right, let's see what's going on for single Libras for April. Show me messages for single Libras, please, for this end part of April going into May. Single Libras. Single Libras. Single Libras. Single Libras. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. And we have this Empress card sitting way off in the corner over here. All right. So I think some of you, this is going to tie into that love reading a little bit. So some of you did have that message too. So here's the thing. So there's a lot of different things. I think this ties into that love reading that I just did. So I'm sure that you're watching both. All right. There could be like a pregnancy involved here. That's possible with the Empress card showing up. And that could be like the turn of events that has changed, you know, and maturing this person and like now wanting to do things traditionally and wanting to, you know, get married and that whole thing. So that could definitely be going on. All right. I feel like, you know, there's some work to do to connect, to get this connection. There's still some work to do with this relationship for sure, you know, but that's normal. I mean, all relationships require, you know, efforts, you know, at times and things, and especially in structuring something like this, and especially even more so if it does for some of you, the rare few of you that will resonate to, especially if it does, you know, revolve around a pregnancy of some sort. So, you know, that's a lot of restructuring to do for people. So, but for the singles, you know, I feel like this person, like you've put a lot of effort into this relationship, you know, you've put a lot into it, and I feel like it's starting, you know, starting to feel right. It's starting to get there for whatever that means. Now, for others of you who are going to relate to the more part about the person is married, I still, you know, I still see you guys have a connection. There's no doubt about that. It's just that, you know, it's not there yet. You know, there's possibility of a divorce with this person, possibility. All right. And I mean, you know, I don't see anything that says here to let go, you know, or to walk away or anything like that. So, I mean, use your instincts on that. I mean, we did have the High Priestess and Death card floating around a lot, which is like transformation, things changing. But you know it, you feel it intuitively. So I don't really see any, this just ties into the reading I just did. So it's not really a new message. I just feel it's more validation that, you know, there is this connection. There may be two people, you know, for some of you singles, the only other message I can say is there may be, if you are involved with someone who is married, I do feel like someone else will come in, okay, as the Knight of Pentacles. So it's a pretty good, you know, that's a good start. But honestly, I think all of this stuff seems to be leading up to some sort of, it's like a lot of stuff, but it leads up to some sort of happiness or engagement or something like that, which kind of ties into that first reading. So I don't really have any new messages here. So sorry, it's just kind of the same thing. Let me just pull one card for other singles. So other singles that message did not apply to. Anything for them? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so okay, interesting. All right. So there could be, for some of you singles, there could be somebody at work that you are interested in. If so, I feel like it's going to be very, very challenging, all right, to make that work. But for some of you, you may be transforming a work relationship into something else, okay? For some of you, that may be happening, all right? But it's challenging. It's very challenging. So, all right. Okay, so work and career. Work and career for Libras. I'm doing a different spread, guys, so I have it on my phone here because I just got kind of tired of doing the one I was doing, and the one that I do for my personals is like really weird and freeform and bizarre, so it's not really appropriate for a general read. So I have this new spread, so you might see me kind of looking occasionally over to it. It's because I haven't quite memorized it yet, so I'm just kind of working with it. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out so far, so you know, but you guys can let me know if you feel differently. That's fine. Let's see. All right, Fool card popped out. That's nice. All right, so let's look at career and money. Let me look at these real quick before we put down your spread. Okay, some Libra, like all this stuff is tying in to whatever is changing with you guys. And again, I feel like there's maybe an announcement about a child or something like that, but it's like changing things. It's changing the momentum here. And then we have this Two of Cups, so I don't know, something's going on with that, but we get that. So let's take, we already got that message, so let's get a message for all Libras out there. all Libras regarding their career and money. Career and money, please. A general message. General messages for all the Libras watching, please. Really? Ace of Cups flipped out. All right, Libra, whoever you are out there that this is happening to, it's like, okay, we get it. But, you know, we got to reach for the other Libras too. But no, that's amazing. I think there's, you know, and hopefully it's more than one. Hopefully it's a bunch of you, you know, that are feeling this, because it's really, really like amazing. Like something's changing for you guys, and in all ways. So obviously, because I'm on career now, you know, so somebody's going from single to married, or to having a child, or to, you know, something involving their career. You know, there's just all kinds of good things coming in for a certain set of you guys there. But let me concentrate now and try to get messages for all the Libras out there. A general message here for the Libras watching regarding their career and money. And not that those are bad. I want to see those messages, but we already know, like we already know, there's a certain there's some Libras out there that every aspect of their life is changing in the like material, you know, aspect of life. You know, maybe hopefully the spiritual too, you know, with the Ace of Cups, that's nice too. But definitely some of you, there's a lot of good positive changes happening. All right, so here we go. Career and money review for Libras. Libras, please. What is the message for Libras? Okay. Up. All right, you guys, it's just there. All right. So we got Ace of Cups. We got 4 of Swords. We have 10 of Swords. Oh, I pulled 2 cards for this spot, so we'll look at those, but they mean pretty much the same thing. That's kind of cool, actually. And then, I mean, kind of. And we have the Hanged Man, but I think it's in a different way. So, okay, and going into the 9 of Coin, there's something here that somebody is expanding and going to be making more money. Somebody's going to get an offer of some sort. So, okay. All right, so position number 1 is your current financial situation. So there's probably been some sort of offer being given here. All right, something new, or it could be like a new position within your current place, or it could be a brand new opportunity coming in. It could be you starting something new with the Ace. You know, maybe you decided to start pursuing exactly what you love. You know, it's something like that. I feel like it's probably more in the, you know, it could be more, well, it doesn't have to be in the corporate world. I mean, it could be your own business. That's possible too. So the 4 of Swords, this is like how the new source of income will come. All right, so this is like the position of how the new source of income will arrive to you. So the 4 of Swords is kind of non-active, right? But that's the thing. It's like, it's also a card of insight of, oh my God, it does that so, it's like, I have this jar here, and like every once in a while, like the 10 part of the lid will like pop, and it freaks the hell out of me. I should just move it. All right. So the 4 of Swords is here. So to me, it's like, you know, insight, meditation, you know, deep introspection, but it's also the warrior card. It's a card, you know, it's like the warrior goes out to battle. They fought all the battles. Then they come back and they don't bring that home with them. You know, they lay, you know, their swords aside, and they sit back and they just let things go away from them, you know, and replenish themselves. Okay, so I mean, that's how it sounds odd, you know, but that's you know, relate that into whatever way that position is, how the money will come. So it's either from like meditation and like visualization, things like that. That's very, you know, manifestation possibly. Although the 4 of Swords to me is more of a stable earthly kind of connection, not so much, you know, it's allowing the cosmic source to come to you, not necessarily trying to manipulate the like we would in manifestation. So letting things come to you. But it's also, it could have something to do with like a retreat or something like that. Maybe you have this like great idea to open some sort of spa or retreat, or you know, something along those lines. You know, whatever, like, or relaxation. There's something about that, or you know, dealing with people who have, you know, maybe there's an opportunity for somebody dealing with people who have been to war, literally, you know, and need to find some peace within themselves. You know, it can mean all kinds of different things. So, with the next position, let's see. Oops, hold on. There it is. Da, da, da. Okay, opportunities to consider. Now, this is an odd one. We have the Ten of Swords, all right? The Ten of Swords doesn't really sound like an opportunity, does it? Okay, but it does. Because it's like, there could be something that just like could have a lot of potential for you, but something has to end, all right? It could be a connection to, that's why I said this could tie in, because let me look at this next position, because I have a feeling that's what it is. Yeah, how they'll benefit you, right, exactly. So it's like you might currently work for like large industry in some way, like the medical field, maybe you're an attorney, maybe you're in the tech field, whatever, in, you know, like large industry stuff. Or maybe you work for a very large organization where you're just kind of a number. That's all it's going to be. That's all it ever will be, you know, kind of thing. But it pays pretty well. It's stable, all that, right? So this might be the opportunity might be to not do that, okay, anymore, and pursue what it is that you love, that you're a better match for, okay? There's that. So if that resonates. The other thing it could be, though, is that the opportunity is understanding that anxiety is not worth it, all right? There's something here that it's like you start seeing that anxiety is like worrying too much, trying to do too much, all those types of things are just exhausting to you, and they're not really paying off. I mean, they may kind of pay off with some tangibles, but in the long run, it's just, it's not, okay? And that you have this potential to make something out of both of these things, out of like, you have a way to cross both worlds, materially and cosmically, all right, and bring them into fruition, into something, okay? But in order to recognize that, you need to know like what needs to be done, and that the one thing that like there's just no more life left in it. It can't be revived. It just needs to be done, and you need to find the will to pick yourself up. No matter if it was if it was something that was a failure or whatever, just be done with it. Okay, it was a failure. Be done with it, but pick yourself back up and you understand your potential, have the will to do that. And I feel like something about crossing over with both these kinds of worlds is going to be beneficial for you. Now, with the Hanged Man at the top, I tend to think that this is probably some sort of spiritual-ish kind of reading for someone whose real love is probably in, that's probably why you're watching tarot, because your real calling, your real sense of thing, duty and things like that probably somehow are in that field, all right, of not necessarily tarot, but but the esoteric, the spiritual, a little more ethereal, but real at the same time with the Devil card, all right? There's also a material aspect to it that is good, and strong and sturdy also. So it's kind of like this blending of those things. Because with the Hanged Man as your outcome, I don't think it means that you're stuck. It could be. I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you end up and you're kind of stuck. Yeah, maybe there's some sort of ending here, and it's like it could be a period of waiting, for something to happen. But if that's the case, like the waiting is good because it's allowing you time to look at things from all angles, do a lot of introspection, do a lot of meditation, do a lot of, like I said, just looking at things from all different perspectives and angles, and preparing and garnering information and things like that. Because pretty soon, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, like you're really headed, to the Nine of Coin, which is good money. You've got the Ace of Wands here. That you might need to get some sort of legal consultation if you are doing some sort of new business. You have the Magician. I mean, you have some really great cards. 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, the Emperor. So this is something slow growing, but that has like really good potential for stability. For others of you that like maybe, this is just like just a basic reading and it's not all that kind of crazy stuff. I mean, there could be, there's something here that needs to come to an end. Maybe, maybe you get fired, but it's really an opportunity in disguise because this is in the opportunity section, okay? So it could be a blessing in disguise because you have something else here that is going to build you towards the stability with the Emperor and the Four of Wands, right? So that's like where you're headed. So even though it may not feel like a blessing in disguise, it is, you know, and it's something like maybe you'll still be in the same field, but you'll find something that is a much better match for you, okay? Like a much better match. And it may take some time, you know, with the Hangman, you know, it could be one of those things, well, this is the perfect job, you know, we want to hire you, we want to bring you on board, whatever, or we want to offer you this new position, you know, whatever, within the company, whatever the situation is. But, you know, it's going to take us a few weeks to get this on, you know, and so the Hangman can be like that too. But then when it comes, it's like, I mean, the Knight of Swords is there. It's like quick, all right? So, I mean, it's like a mixed read, you know. I mean, we've got some, you know, a couple negative cards in here, but we've got this like fantastic opportunity here right now too. So, you know, it is an opportunity. It might be a little slow, or it might need some time, or, you know, to develop into the stability that it will. But I feel like pretty soon, like if there's an ending coming, that it's okay. Like it's all meant to be. It's a natural ending. It's not a Tower moment ending. It's supposed to happen. So, okay, all right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. If you like this video, I do lots of, you know, maybe consider, one way you can help the channel is to possibly subscribe. If you're interested, I do, like, every 10 days, I do these videos, and then, like, every, like, 2 to 3 days, I do, like, a daily, even though it's not daily, love reads for each sign, and I also, like, go live a lot of times randomly and just answer free questions. And what else do? I do also just like a general monthly overall too. So I do a lot of stuff. All right. So you know, if that's something that you're interested in, you know, subscribing really helps my channel. And also I have a website, behindthelimb.com, so you can check that out as well. All right. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.